everyone. Today, our group is pleased to present a comprehensive analysis of the DAMAC Group's Sustainable Finance Framework and ESG strategy, with a focus on how the company align with its financial decisions, operations, and long-term development plans with global and national sustainability of objectives.
My name is Hiya Shah, and I'll be presenting alongside with my teammates Archita, Avril, and Janine. Together, we have examined the MAC's governance structure, ESG performance, alignment with the UN Sustainable Development Goals, sustainable finance mechanism, and opportunities for innovation.
On this slide, we highlight how DAMAC's leadership embeds sustainability into company's core strategy. The board of directors drives long-term value by prioritizing environmental responsibility, transparency, and resilience. The senior management translates these principles into daily operations from engineering to procurement and workforce development. The Audit and Risk Committee ensures ethical conduct, accurate reporting, and oversight of ESG and climate risk, aligning with frameworks like the UAE Green Agenda, GRI, and TCFD. Finally, the vision of the CEO and founder Hussein Sajwani reinforces the MAC's commitment to responsible growth and contributing to Dubai's progress. This slide gives an overview of the MAC Sustainability Foundation. First, as one of the UAE's largest private developers, the MAC is known for its modern master plan communities that emphasize smart and environmentally responsible living spaces. Second, the company's sustainability vision aligns with major national goals like UAE Net Zero 2050 and Dubai's clean energy strategy while fully complying with Dubai's green building regulation. And third, the MAC reports its progress through globally recognized frameworks: GRI for transparency, TCFD for climate risk, ISO 14001 and 50001 for environmental and energy management, and commitments aligned with the UAE Green Agenda and COP28 goals. Together, these pillars show that sustainability is embedded across the MAX strategy, operations, and reporting. Here we summarize DAMAC's ESG framework, which is built around three main pillars. First, the environmental pillar shows strong progress: 12% electricity reduction, major solar energy gains, and a 26% cooling efficiency improvement across communities. Second, the social pillar reflects DAMAC's investment in people with over 2,800 employees trained, 61 million contributed to social programs, and 150 million in CSR, and exceptionally low injuries rates supported by WELL health and safety ratings. Third, the governance pillar highlights strict compliance frameworks, transparent reporting, risk management, and alignment with global standards like TCFD and the UN Global Compact. Together, these pillars demonstrate how DAMAC integrates sustainability into every part of its operations.
The MAC contributes to eight Sustainable Development Goals: SDG 3, Good Health and Well-being, that includes 37.7 million safe manners, LTIFR 0.0661, and ISO 45001 certification; SDG 4, Quality Education, that includes leadership programs, skill development, NAMA, WISI, and future leaderships; SDG 6, Clean Water, that has 9% water reduction, TSC irrigation, and efficient fixtures; SDG 7, Clean Energy, that solar installations, efficient coolings, and smart HVAC systems. This slide highlights DAMAC's contributions to additional four UN SDGs. For SDG 8, decent work and economic growth, DAMAC promotes strong Emiratization, women's advancement programs, fair labor standards, and leadership training, while creating jobs across more than 40 active projects. Under SDG 11, Sustainable Cities and Communities, DAMAC focuses on resilient urban planning, efficient building, envelops smart ventilation systems, and innovative solutions like 3D printing components. For SDG 13, Climate Action, the company measures its Scope 1 and 2 emissions, integrates climate risk into the SDG strategy, invests in renewable water technologies, and align with COP28 commitments. Finally, SDG 15, Life on Land, is supported through indigenous landscaping, biodiversity friendly water ponds, permeable surfaces, and habitat preservation within master plan developments. These actions reinforce DAMAC's role in building sustainable, resilient communities. This slide highlights the core sustainable policies that guide our operations. First, our anti bribery and anti corruption policy reinforces a zero tolerance approach across all activities. We maintain whistleblower systems, conduct regular training, and ensure transparency, integrity, and compliance at every level of the organization. Next, our supplier code of conduct ensures that every partner we work with follows ethical, safe, and responsible practices. We perform ESG due diligence for all suppliers, prohibit high risk or non compliant vendors, and protect fair labor standards and human rights across our supply chain. Our environmental policy aligns with Dubai Green Building Regulations and the UAE Green Agenda. We focus on energy efficiency, water conservation, and waste reduction, and we integrate sustainability into design, construction, and day to day operations, operating the national ambition for net zero 2050. Finally, our health, safety, and environment policy ensures a zero harm culture on all sides. While ISO 45001 certified systems, regular audits, mandatory safety training, and strict PPE compliance, we prioritize the well being of every worker. Together, these policies form the foundation of a responsible, ethical, and future ready organization.
DAMAC maintains international recognized ISO certifications which include ISA 14001 for environmental management, ISO 45001 for occupational safety, ISO 9001 for quality management. Furthermore, DAMAC achieved the Well Health and Safety certifications for 59 buildings, demonstrating their focus on healthy, resilient community environments. Coming to this slide, we're going to talk about DAMAC creates value for diverse stakeholder groups. For customers, they have healthier buildings and safety communities. For investors, it has improved SDG risk rating, which is 18.2, transparent reporting, and long-term value creation. For government, it is the alignment with nation's climate goals. For employees, it's really nice. It is the development programs, safety culture, and also inclusion. For society, 61 million in community investment and biodiversity friendly development. Now we're going to talk about the most crucial part in every company. The MAC prevents both shareholder conflicts through strong governance system, mandatory conflict of interest disclosure. Board members must abstain from decision where conflicts exist. Independent audit and risk committee oversight. Anti-bribery, ethics and whistleblower system. Regular internal audit directly from to the executive. Nominations and Remunerations Committee ensuring board independence. These mechanisms align with the board's action with shareholders' interest and reduce governance risk.
So let's look into the sustainable framework of DAMAC. So this slide brings together DAMAC's full sustainable framework, showing how sustainability is embedded from the start of every project. So firstly, ESG aligned project screening would ensure that new developments are evaluated for energy savings, water efficiency, carbon reduction, waste minimization, and even the social impact, such as worker welfare and community benefits. And secondly, DAMAC's green capital allocation would direct investment into solar systems, efficient cooling, smart irrigation, recycle water use, and low carbon materials like 3D printing and prefabrication. So these choices reduce long term operating cost while improving asset value. And thirdly, the framework unlocks sustainable financing tools which align with the UAE sustainable finance strategy, giving DAMAC access to green bonds, green sukuk, sustainability linked loans, and ESCO financing for green retrofits. And finally, strong monitoring and transparency systems, including real time tracking, GRI, TCFD aligned reporting, audits, and supplier evaluations. Would ensure accountability and maintain the DAMAC's low ESG risking rate. And together, all of these four elements create a future ready sustainable framework for DAMAC. Now, let's look into the five pillars that DAMAC is currently focusing on with their projects in progress. So, firstly, here we have energy and emissions. So, the slide highlights DAMAC's energy and emission initiatives that are currently in progress. And when we look into the energy and emissions initiatives, DAMAC is targeting a 15 to 25% reduction in energy use across new projects by applying the ASHRAE standards, which includes efficient building envelopes that reduce heat gain and energy efficient components like VFD pumps, low VOC materials, and smart CO2 sensors. We also see strong progress in renewable energy with solar installations and EV charging infrastructure expanding across communities, energy efficient lighting using LEDs, daylight optimization, and smart lighting control, which further also cuts electricity demand. And then we finally have advanced HVAC systems with district cooling, heat recovery, CO2 monitoring, and integrating integrated building management systems, which help reduce emissions while improving comfort and operational efficiency. And together, these measures significantly lowered DAMAC's environmental footprint. Under the Water Efficiency and Recycling Initiative, we see how DAMAC has strengthened their water efficiency and recycling across both construction sites and completed communities. So far, DAMAC has expanded its treated sewage effluent infrastructure. They have introduced low flow fixtures and also optimized their irrigation systems, which have allowed them to save over 32 million gallons of treated water to be reused for landscaping in 2024. This has reduced the reliance on potable water and also supports the efficiency targets. We also see that some increases in water consumption are due to more accurate reporting, especially for areas like DAMAC Mall, which had only 4 months of data in 2023 because it had started to operate from September 2023. And now that we have full year tracking applied, there are better numbers which reflect a truer baseline. And furthermore, construction sites have achieved 116.9 million gallons of water use, which is expected during peak project phases. But with efficiency, in terms of improvements in systems like leak detection, suppression, and monitoring expand, the numbers have been projected to improve. And DAMAC had also recorded strong portfolio wide improvements, lead aligned building performance, and major digital upgrades, which will all allow them to have a better real time water governance. And this positions DAMAC to meet future water reduction targets and enhance long term sustainability.
In this slide, I'm going to talk about the third initiative. This slide highlights DAMAC's efforts to strengthen waste management and circulatory across its construction sites and communities. DAMAC is enforcing stricter waste reduction standards such as 75% diversion target and limiting waste generation to 12 kg per square meter of built-up area, supported by digital waste tracking systems and frequent audits. To improve accuracy, DAMAC has introduced an intensity-based methodology measuring waste per capita and per worker. In 2024, this approach recorded around 4,13,000 kilograms of waste generated across operation, reflecting data over 40 active sites. This company also reports year-on-year improvements in recyclables and hazardous waste as operational control strengthens. Overall, these initiatives supports the UAE's circular economy and net zero 2050 goals by improving monitoring, increasing recycling, and reducing landfill dependency. In this slide, I'm going to talk about the third.
Here we highlight the MAC's strong commitment to sustainable constructions and materials. The MAC invests heavily in green technologies using low carbon concrete, recycled materials, low VOC paints, and prefabricated elements to reduce waste and improve efficiency. These choices not only support healthier and more eco friendly buildings, but they also benefit investors through higher property value, stronger rental demand, and lower utility costs. Overall, the MAC's green projects deliver long term sustainability and future proof investments.
Coming on to the last pillar, we are looking at the community well-being and impact pillar, which focuses on improving comfort, safety, and environmental efficiency and social engagement across the MAC communities. Starting with energy and comfort, the DAMAC Hills 2 Community Center recorded 2.33 million kilowatt hours of electricity use in 2024, which increased mainly due to the community growth and higher facility usage. Despite this, the efficiency upgrades such as improved lighting and cooling systems helped manage the increase possibly. For health and safety, the MAC conducted well-being checks across more than 50 buildings, maintaining healthy indoor air quality at 0.68 ppm, ensuring clean and safe environment for residents. In water management, communities consume around 5.66 trillion gallons, supported by major water savings initiatives, including upgraded system and extensive use of treated water for landscaping, reaching 81 gallons per square meter per month. Waste performance also improved. Recycling increased by 47%, while green waste dropped by 21% due to better landscaping efficiency. These reflect stronger resident engagement and better waste segregation. Finally, the MAC delivered strong social impact programs contributing 6 million dirhams and engaging employees for over 2,800 volunteer hours through sustainability workshop, community events, and awareness campaigns. Overall, this pillar showcases the MAC's commitment to building communities that are healthier, cleaner, safer, and socially connected, ensuring long term well being for all residents. To understand DAMAC's position, we benchmarked it against Masdar City, the Sustainable City, Expo City Dubai, Yas Bay, and Dubai Creek Harbour. First, Masdar leads in renewable powered infrastructure. Second, the Sustainable City leads in circularity and net zero villas. Third, Expo City leads in lead certifications, Yas Bay excels in district cooling, and the last, Creek Harbor, excels in biodiversity integration. DAMAC performs strongly in energy efficiency, water use, and well being, but lacks net zero energy homes and waste to energy systems, which we identify as major innovative opportunities. This slide presents a detailed comparison of how leading sustainable communities in the UAE perform and where the MAC stands in relation to them. First, Mazda City remains the national benchmark for sustainability with renewable energy integration, smart mobility, and circular water systems. The MAC shows progress, especially in water savings and solar adoption, but Mazda's net zero strategy is still more advanced. Next, the Sustainable City Dubai leads in circularity, achieving net zero energy villas and high recycling rates. While when we compare it with Damak, it performs well in energy and water efficiency but is still developing large scale circular systems. Expo City Dubai is a smart LEED certified urban model powered by clean energy. While Expo is ahead in infrastructure and digital monitoring, Damak leads in well health and safety certifications across a large portfolio. On Last Island,
चलता यार चलता
On Yas Islands and Yas Bay, sustainability is integrated into waterfront development and district cooling. The MAC aligns well in community wellness initiatives, but Yas Bay is more advanced in smart district cooling. Finally, Dubai Creek Harbour focuses on biodiversity, wetland protection, and green architecture. The MAC does well in community greening, but Creek Harbour excels at environmental conservation at the district scale. Overall, the MAC performs strongly in health, safety, and wellness standards, while other UAE developments lead in net zero energy, circularity, and smart urban systems.
Here are the innovations that we recommend for DAMAC Group to implement. So, firstly, starting with the net zero villa concept. A net zero villa produces as much as renewable energy as it consumes. These are achieved through initiatives such as high efficiency AC, insulation, smart sensors, low energy appliances, and rooftop solar systems paired with solar water heating. This results into a near zero diva bill and also leads to a much lower carbon footprint. Although the capex increases slightly, around 4 to 8%, these villas create major long term value through 40 to 70% lower energy bills by reducing cooling demand and leading to maintenance savings. This also leads to a positive NPV, higher resale value, and eligibility for green financing options like sustainability linked loans. We have benchmarked this to projects such as Mazda City and Sustainable City that have shown clear feasibility along with 72% increase in energy savings and significant water and waste reductions. Adopting this model positions DAMAC as a future ready, innovating developer aligned with UAE Net Zero 2050 while offering a premium green luxury product for global investors.
Now, I'm going to talk about a second innovation recommendation for the MAC, a community level waste to energy system. This idea is simple but powerful. A biodigester takes organic waste like food scraps and land waste and converts it into biogas, which can be used as a renewable energy source. The remaining solids can be turned into nutrient rich compost for the community landscaping. This reduces landfill waste, cuts methane emission, and supports circular economy. The sustainable city already uses this model successfully, turning household waste into clean energy and compost. Financially, the system requires moderate capex but delivers low operating cost, with positive NPV coming from waste fee and savings and the energy production. It also strengthens ESG credentials by demonstrating real circularity. For DAMAC, adopting this solution would reduce waste, enhancing community identity, aligning perfect with the UAE Circular Economy Policy 2031.
In conclusion, the Mac sustainability journey proves that real estate today goes far beyond constructing buildings. It has become a financial engine for climate action, community well being, and long term value creation. By linking ESG performance directly to capital allocation, the Mac shows that sustainability is not a cost, it is a strategic advantage. This approach lowers risk, reduces operating costs, strengthens investor confidence, and aligns with UAE's net zero 2050 vision while still delivering innovative, livable, and future ready communities. Key takeaways include measurable reductions in energy and water use, over 1,300 megawatts per hour of solar savings, strong governance reflected in a low ESG risk score, and a clear trajectory towards smarter, greener, net zero communities. These are the references we use throughout this presentation, highlighting all the sources, reports, and data that support our analysis.
This is the end of our project. Thank
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 you.
you.
you.